La 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 da. Not gonna lie, when I get a little too loud, I can hear myself through your headphones.
Yeah. Where is your boy tonight? I hope
he is a gentleman. Uh-oh. If we both talk at the same time, I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. And maybe he won't find out
what I know.
You were the last good thing about this part of town.
Oh, is that us recording? Was that recording?
Downright fierce. Downright fierce. Downright fierce.
Hello and welcome to another episode. That was I clicked over before I should have, and then so I just was staring at the camera for like a solid 5 seconds. Hello and welcome to another episode, episode 85 of Downright Fierce Gaming, America's Who's a Good Boy podcast. My name is Josh Azencia. With me is
Brandon Akers.
this way. Wait,
I'm over.
Wait, supporting.
No,
Supporting here. There. Wait, there's a delay. So yeah. Also, Mark says that Photoshop. I'm so glad that somebody finally noticed the Photoshop I did. Thank you. Video games. We're a video game podcast, and I just want to say, I know this looks really simple right now. Brandon, you can attest to this. How difficult it was to get you on the screen. Don't no. You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. You better be fucking with me.
I'll totally fuck with you.
God damn it, Brandon. God damn it.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. This is where we go ahead and just do Google Hangouts on a live stream.
You son of a bitch. I don't consider myself the most gullible person. At the very least, I will, kind of be like, I don't know. You absolutely got me, and I'm looking the wrong way. I feel like I need to have the camera over here.
Your positioning is like off, and it's okay.
It is.
It's mostly because I keep zooming in and out.
You know what? If I was to...
That's what happens when you let me have control of my own camera.
Damn. I feel like this is a total missed opportunity because I'm looking over here at you, but your camera's over here.
Just get up and fix it really quick. You're gonna think about it the whole episode. No. Everybody will be okay.
I'm just gonna look in this direction and pretend that I'm looking at something when really I'm just looking at the wall.
All right, cool. So, hey Josh, I'm over here.
Hey Brandon, I'm looking right at you. I know you're here. Seriously, guys, you have no idea how difficult it was to get this to happen. There are so many different delays and crazy stuff happening.
Way too many microphones.
It's insane. Kathy Akers says, good to know you do that to people you aren't related to, Brandon. Susan.
I don't know what happened, but okay.
No, it's because you pranked me. Because, you're over here. You pranked me with the whole you can't hear thing. So, yeah. Mark says, we'll do it live. All right. So we're a video game podcast. We're here to talk about video games. But before we do that, there's a really, really big announcement. And it feels weird because I've already made this announcement before, but now it's like an actual thing. MC Lars, what were you going to say?
Totally thought you were going to say it was a tumor.
That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. This is so weird staring at a wall pretending it's you.
I mean, you could reposition me. I'm watching you on Facebook as well as on the screen, and I don't know which one to look at because one's like 30 seconds behind the other, but it looks really good on Facebook, by the way. Like the camera that you have hooked up for there is a really nice camera.
All right, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do.
He's going to move it. He's going to move it.
I'm going to move over here.
And now you're right behind me.
No, I know. I got this, Brandon. But by the way, for the audio listeners, I apologize for the silliness that's happening. There we go. We switched seats. And now I'm looking at you.
Aww. It's the most intimate podcast ever.
Okay, so even though I just messed up everything, now it's hard to see chat. But there we go. Okay, so the exciting news.
Yep.
I don't
Exciting
like how
news.
this is positioned. That's the exciting news. The exciting news is MC Lars has officially finished, completely done the Downright Fierce Gaming theme song. It is complete. In fact, it was complete, and then recently, I think actually it was today. Yeah, it was today. I got an email saying, "Hey, we tweaked it even more, so now it's even better." So, it's done. The theme song is done, and next week we will premiere it. On top of that, MC Lars said that he's going to promote that episode on his podcast and different social media sites. So we should have a pretty good turnout for next episode, the live episode, and that's where we'll premiere the new song. And I'm really excited.
We got some sick beats, dude, and they're coming up just for us.
Brandon is mentioned in the song.
Everybody's mentioned in the song.
Cool. Okay, Chris is, you are, Mark is, I am. That's it.
Oh, then we need to go back and redo it all.
Yeah,
Because you're missing Jacob, Lewis, Tristan.
I know, but yeah, but
Yeah.
He chose the specific people to go with. I don't know, he didn't go with them, I guess. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
But I'm really excited to actually hear the tweaked version. And again, we're gonna have that promoting. We're gonna do that next week. I'm gonna move this whole damn table.
You're moving further and further away from me.
It's Brandon. It's not comfortable.
It's not about me. It's always about the people. All right.
There we go. That looks good, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. On that camera.
On this camera. Oh yeah.
Camera 2.
Okay. Let's get to video game stuff. Let's do this.
Yeah, that is the basis of our podcast.
Now I can't see the Fierce News button.
Hey guys, you're ready for this. This is gonna be clumsy news.
You ready for a little Fierce News? Oh shit! It's exploding. You went away.
Explosion.
Oh god.
And go back to it. All right.
It disappeared. I forgot to add the display capture for the other scenes. You knew something was going to go wrong.
Everything's going to go wrong. I'm on the website. It's my fault. I'm back, remember?
That's true. Fierce News is, of course, brought to you by MC Lars. Make sure you check out his Patreon page at patreon.com/MCLars. Sorry, I'm looking at chat right now. Mark's saying, I love the live production value. CNN, eat your heart out. And Jamie says this is fantastic. So fun times. All right. So we cover a lot of leaks on this show. That's actually my favorite thing about the show. It's my favorite thing to talk about. It's exciting.
It's the stuff that we're not sure is real yet, but it might be because it's coming out secret-like.
That is a leak. That is exactly what a leak is. So it turns out that both us and the entire industry missed a pretty big one last year. Last year, a Reddit user named Hit Iconic. He posted a thread titled "Alleged Minimap for Rumored Titanfall Battle Royale Game." He got a total of 14 comments. Nobody really paid attention to it, and even the people who were commenting saying this is probably fake. Turns out that it was actually a map, like a legit map from Apex Legends. Respawn community manager who goes by the handle jfresh_respawn commented that he remembered the post and that, quote, "It was a relief to see how oh my God. Brandon.
Yes. Do you want me to read it for you?
Teach me how to read.
Teach me how to read it. Teach me how to read it. No, you're supposed to hold the paper and focus your eyes.
Can you read a piece of paper? Hell no. Because, bitch, I'm illiterate. Okay. It was a relief to see folks blow it off. Off.
We'll get through this together.
Blow it off. And he was thinking, quote, well, he'll be able to say I was right when the next year comes along. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, Brandon. I'm so tired.
You're so used to this, though. This is your life now.
No, I usually wake up at 6:30.
Oh,
5:30 is really early. So I don't know. That's it. Obviously, we can't sit here and start giving, credit to every leak that comes out that seems, like there was nothing to back this up. We didn't know that. We didn't even think that.
it was a game coming out.
I mean, yeah, that Respawn would even make something like that. They would probably make a Titanfall 3. This is the last thing we think that they would make. So I don't know if there's a lesson to learn here. I don't know if
Honestly, I don't think there's a lesson to learn. Good on him for getting it out early, a year early. But Jesus, like, how many times do you think leaks like that go unnoticed? And then when they come out, it's the "I told you so, bitches! I told you so."
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I wish there needs to be a site. I'm sure there is. I need to know where the site is. Well, I need to know where the site is that tracks leaks and like keeps you updated on them. Kind of like a Snopes thing. Like, here's the leak, and then it has a status thing that says, confirmed or, denied or unproven,
That would actually be a pretty solid website.
Yeah. That's got to be a thing already, right?
I mean, Rule 30. Yeah, it's got to. It has to be an exam.
It's the internet. Some of you are at home looking it up right now, aren't you? You sly bastards.
If you find the link, please post it in the comments below.
I know Mark is. Mark is scribe. Town is city.
Town is city.
Speaking of leaks, I gotta pee. No. Speaking of leaks, there's a decent chance that Gearbox is about to announce Borderlands 3 at PAX East this year. In Gearbox's main theater show description, it says, quote, "This is our opportunity to get a behind-the-scenes look at Gearbox software and Gearbox publishing, along with the latest news and updates from the makers of Borderlands, Battleborn, rest in peace, Brothers in Arms, and more. We will have never before seen reveals, exclusives, and surprises, so don't miss out." Now, last year we reported on this podcast that 2K Games delayed a, quote, highly anticipated entry in a major franchise that was supposed to come out in 2018. Everybody, I think even Brandon, said it's Borderlands 3. Like,
I don't recall saying that at all.
I'm pretty sure you said that.
Okay.
Pretty sure you said
It's Borderlands 3.
It's Borderlands 3.
Sure,
I mean, it has to be.
It could be 2.5. Or
They already did that with
2.75.
Okay. So CEO Randy Pitchford said during PAX West 2017 that 90% of Gearbox's development team was, quote, working on the thing I think most of you guys want us to be working on. It's Borderlands 3. Not to mention there was that infamous Walmart leak that included Borderlands 3. It was the same one that had that leaked Gears 5, Rage 2, and Just Cause 4. So this is happening. Like, this is happening. And I feel like this is the announcement. Like, I feel like this might as well, like, with all the intentional and unintentional leaks, they can't promise, big surprises and never before seen reveals, and then it turns out to be something just like a real-time strategy Borderlands game.
What do you think would really happen if this was the big leak, and then they turn around and everything else is like, here's a picture, here's a poster, here's a little screenshot. Here's a quick 20-second video, like for the next 4 months. And then all of a sudden they're like, by the way, we have nothing really big to show you at PAX, but yeah, we kind of did that already. It's out. Good job.
That I could see Gearbox doing that. I don't see that as a regular company thing, but Gearbox has that kind of sense of humor. I mean, even just saying we're working on the thing I think most of you guys want us to be working on, that's a workaround for an NDA. Like, he can't say what they're working on, but he's like, hey, the thing you really want? Got you, fam.
We got you. That's it. That's 100% got to be it.
Yeah. But we were talking before the episode started, and I threw out an idea that originally was like, oh my God, that'd be so stupid. And then I started thinking about it. Oh my God, I want this game. Borderlands Battle Royale.
I could see it being really awesome only because of the millions and millions of weapon types that you can possibly have and a huge on-the-go thing with it. And that's why, yes.
Mwah.
I'm hoping I was the right way. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again.
Mwah.
Okay. So
I went way too far.
So did I.
But yes. Oh my God. We're like fucking ESP twins.
That part could be fun. I truly think it could. Battle Royale is not a style that I enjoy playing, but creativity could be really fun.
Exactly. I mean, and I mean, I'm not a game developer. I don't know how to make a game. I know theoretically how games are made, but I
A
imagine
lot
that
of button pushing, click, 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 click.
a lot of code.
A lot.
I imagine that it wouldn't be hard, at least, to use the assets that they already have. Just with that, strictly just with the assets that they already have. I don't know if those are, those will work well in a battle royale arena. I don't know if they could use those, but if they can, in fact, use those, I mean, Borderlands already has giant maps.
Oh, yes.
They already have random respawn. Not right.
They have the hugest, the biggest.
Yeah, they have random weapon, generating things. They have multiplayer. They have character models and stuff for multiplayer. Like it's
100% doable.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll put that out as an expansion because they're going to want to continue the story. They're going to want to make it more fun, more amazing, like always. But then it'll be like a DLC.
Well, I think that they can go the route of Call of Duty and Battlefield. Like I don't think that Battle Royale. I feel like right now we're in like in the beginning stages of capture the flag. You remember back when that was a thing in Team Fortress and games like that. Like it shouldn't be looked at as, oh, this is a new kind of game. It just should be a mode in a game. Like
100% agree.
Like that's what Call of Duty has. Call of Duty is the campaign. I don't know. Did they have a campaign this year? No, they didn't. Right?
I don't know.
Didn't.
I stopped following Call of Duty.
They didn't have a campaign this year, but you have, let's just say, I mean, Battlefield has the campaign, multiplayer, and then part of the multiplayer experience is Battle Royale. Now, I'm sure that's extremely expensive, but if you can pack all the things in there, then
I don't know if it'd be that expensive because if you make it as a mode instead of an actual game, you can minimize some of the content to it. So you don't have to have as many maps, or the maps you don't have to have as much detail.
So what you're saying is don't try to make the definitive Battle Royale experience.
Yeah, move away from it. Let it phase out or become just a mode.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think it needs. I mean, nobody since Team Fortress Classic, in my opinion, has made a worthy capture the flag. Well, maybe I guess Overwatch. Don't they do some kind of capture the flag?
Overwatch has payloads, but Overwatch is a reskin Team Fortress.
Okay, but I mean it's basically capture the flag, right?
It is. Yeah, they have capture the points and capture the payload and escort the payload. They have a couple different styles.
But still, nobody's made an entire game out of saying, "Hey, look, this is our one mode, and it's so great, and it'll be better than all the other modes." Just let it, like you're saying, blend in.
I mean, somebody did kind of make it as one game, and that's what my game is, and everybody like kind of dropped a lot of money into it, and it became Game of the Year for one award because it was like a thing. Fortnite. Fortnite.
No, they there's lots of different modes in Fortnite. Fortnite wasn't even originally. Yeah, no, Fortnite wasn't even originally. I remember reading about Fortnite before the Battle Royale thing. Fortnite was the premise of Fortnite. The original premise is zombie creatures drop out of the sky or something like that. They come out, they get spawned, and there's a timer for them to come and attack your base. And then you and your team need to build a base and fortify it and harvest. Like it's like Minecraft. It's like 7 Days to Die. And you have to fend off all these zombies as they come, and then you have to rebuild your base and do stuff like that. That was the original premise of Fortnite.
Never even played that mode.
It's called Fortnite because the zombies come every Fortnite.
I figured there had to be some sort of name and reason behind Fortnite, but
and nobody hardly, I don't know how many people know about that, but everybody knows it for the Battle Royale.
That's it.
It's almost like an accident, But
it's like, hey, we were really working on this style game, and then we saw PUBG, and PUBG was doing really cool, so we just kind of redesigned our entire game to make it even more like what people want at the moment. And then all of a sudden it was like, boom.
Yeah. And now we have Apex Legends.
Yay.
So speaking of big announcements, In an interview with IGN, Bonnie Ross, head of 343 Industries, is calling Halo Infinite a, quote, spiritual reboot. While still effectively Halo 6, 343 is looking to recapture what makes Halo such an iconic franchise. She said, quote, we're kind of calling it a spiritual reboot. That's kind of how we talk about it. There have been a lot of introspective time to really reflect on what we have done as 343. Where have we made mistakes? Where have we hit it right? What does Halo mean to all of us? That Halo Infinite reveal trailer we did is what Halo means to the studio. Maybe it took us 2 games to get there, and I think we've done good things and bad things. But what does Halo mean to us? It's about hope and wonder and heroism and humanity and community and bringing a community together. That's what that trailer is, and that's what we want to do. So I'm thinking this kind of sounds good. I'm liking the sound of this mostly because it's making Halo, the next Halo game, Halo Infinite, it's making it sound less and less like a strictly games as service Destiny like, which is what a lot of people are kind of worried about.
So I mean, like Halo 1.
I mean, I think that's the direction they're going. I mean, I would even compare it to something like Prey. You know, I think that they're making a reimagining while still continuing the same story. They're analyzing, you know, I mean, that's what she said. They're analyzing what made Halo so great and bringing it and changing the gameplay mechanics and, well, maybe not the mechanics, but the formula, the mood, you know, maybe changing out color palettes or something.
Color palettes.
I'm serious.
I mean, yeah, the subtle things can change an entire environment. You're correct.
Yeah. You know, make it maybe darker and more moody or something. I don't know. I think they're focusing on things like that. And, you know, and I'm not saying that it's not going to have games of service. Like, it's probably going to have some aspect of games of service. I mean, that's the whole community part and bringing community together. But I think that, like, my guess is that it's going to be an open world FPS with the ability to travel to different worlds. I know this kind of sounds like Destiny, but more focus on story, less on the games of service, sharing missions and stuff. And then there'll be a multiplayer aspect that is more games of service, like a continuation of the story after you beat the pretty linear
8 to 12 hour campaign.
Exactly. I think. What do you think?
I mean, I'm excited to see if they're going to do something not necessarily new, because it'd be nice to see something new. I don't know what they would do to possibly make it new at this point, but more towards the homage of like the original. I want to see the origin story. I want to see the original gameplay style with a couple modes where you can do like capture the flag and team deathmatch.
Yeah,
but I really want this. I want the story. Like I would love to see them do more of that, and maybe do not necessarily shared missions with anybody, but do like co-op missions.
Sure.
Where you actually have to do some sort of cover each other while you go through battles.
I would say, you know what I want to see, even though I don't think it's the most important thing. She's asking what made Halo, what does Halo mean to all of us? And I don't know about anybody else, but the original Halo was the greatest first-person shooter visually that I had ever seen at that time. Like, I remember the flashlight, you know, going down the dark corridors of that ship. You know, it was the reason why I bought an Xbox. It was the reason why so many people bought an Xbox.
It was a genre changer. It literally introduced so much to the console. It introduced so much to first-person shootings that not a lot of people had that experience with, because they didn't PC. They only had game consoles.
Even on PC, there's nothing like that. You know, I mean, there was Soldier of Fortune 2, which is the game I played a lot at the time, but it didn't have that kind of lighting or, you know, graphics or anything like that. You know, Halo was incredible. So I think that's what made Halo so special, and that hype, you know, followed. So, you know, you had the visuals, and then you had a great story. So you're blowing people away with gameplay. You're blowing them away with something that, you know, a style of gameplay that wasn't really around. That whole shield thing, breaking down the shields and, you know, the big maps and stuff. People haven't really seen stuff like that before. And so that's what you kind of need to capture. You need to capture the visuals, blow people away with visuals. I mean, we already know this is this is going to be on next gen consoles. This is not coming out for the PS4. This is a PS5 game.
Well, I
Or
mean,
not even, sorry.
none of those at all.
Yeah,
So
sorry. Xbox 2 or whatever.
it could be on the Xbox One X. You don't know. It's possible.
No.
We could hope. One could hope.
If anything, it will be
On the
it'll
Xbox
come out on
Cube
both.
squared.
It'll come out on both. It'll be like Xbox One and Xbox 2 or whatever the hell they're calling it.
Call it the Xbox Cube
Why?
or square. Because I don't know. They've always been about degrees or shapes or
That's true.
numbers. So
The Xbox
now
Pi. And
Xbox Pi
it's a
square.
circle. It's a
the body is in the shape of a circle.
wait, it's Xbox circle. It's like, wait, but it's not a box. It's wait, what? Mark says Halo Royale. I mean, throw it in there. Throw it in there. Just throw it in.
No.
Okay, right.
If they do that, it's literally taking everything that Halo was and saying, "Yep, following the trend."
That's true. That's true.
They're not trend setting if they follow the trend.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, then that's another thing too. Trend setting. And I know this is like, hey, if you want to make a good game, just like make it amazing. But
Yeah. I mean, it's simple. If you just do that, you never have to worry about it.
But if they can introduce a new type of gameplay to first person shooters that not necessarily that it's never been seen, but to perfect it so well, like Mirror's Edge perfected first person traversal, that's I mean, it wasn't a good shooter or anything like that. It wasn't even the perfect game, but I dare and I challenge anybody to try to come up with a game that had better traversal than Mirror's Edge. What's up? Yeah,
I'm sorry, Mark's comment.
Yeah.
You get a battle royale. You get a battle royale. Everyone gets a battle royale.
So, it's a lot easier to say than do. Obviously, I can't come up with anything, but this is the industry they're in. I think if you want to really blow people away and reignite a franchise into the next 3 games, a little trilogy within the series, that's how you do it.
Or, I mean, you could just do one final homage to Halo and then come up with new content. That'd be cool too. But
I mean,
I've never been a huge fan of dragging on a story.
Well, what if they do this? I mean, they're saying this effectively Halo 6, but what if it's Halo Infinite 1, Halo Infinite 2, and Halo Infinite 3? With not necessarily...
I mean, technically, by calling it Halo Infinite is saying that there's infinite possibilities for all stories ending to continue going forever and ever and ever.
Possibly.
Like Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Oh, God, what if they start doing that?
I'm just saying, I'm only expecting the worst if they do it that way. But, I mean, if they do it true to the homage of the original, that'd be perfect. And then they can just do it like that and walk away. Wash their hands and come up with new stuff.
So, like, I mean, how you do it is...
We finally
like
get our Halo Wars.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
Look how they did that. They took the original and just took everything about it and brought it to today's standards and improved it even further than that. That's how you do it.
Yep.
I don't know what the formula is for Halo Infinite, but that's the game to look to. What is it that Resident Evil 2 remake did to Resident Evil 2 that they can do with Halo Infinite to the original Halo?
They just made it awesome. I mean,
that's it. It's just that simple. Just make it awesome.
Just make
a good game, you guys.
Okay.
Come on.
We're not asking a lot. Just make it good.
Make it perfect. Make it a 10, and give it to us for free.
And for heaven for Betsy's, please don't throw any microtransactions at us.
All right. So speaking of hopefully awesome sci-fi games, Star Wars Jedi, which is a weird name for a game, Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order, will be shown at this year's.
Is it Star Wars Jedi:
Star Wars Jedi:
or is it Star Wars Jedi:
No, Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order.
Well, just because you wrote it on the paper that way doesn't mean that's how the actual title looked. I mean, because it could be Jedi Fallen Order Star Wars.
Shit.
Was that right? Yeah? Did I just like totally derail the train? Did I just like Battlefront, Star Wars?
I
Battlefront.
looked at it several times when I was doing the research for this. Like, I think it was a typo on the site. Because I was looking at like Star Wars Jedi. That's weird.
That's
Okay.
weird.
So it's Star Wars colon Jedi Fallen Order. It's gonna be shown this year at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago. Announced on an episode of the Star Wars show, we'll get an exclusive first look at Fallen Order I guess it's Jedi Fallen Order, during a special panel on April 13th. Considering the game is coming out this year, I'm surprised it took this long to get a first look. This is the first time we're going to see anything with this game. Remember, this was announced at E3.
It's coming out this year, but I mean, this year is like just started. We're still in the first quarter. We got 3 quarters, bro.
But I mean, leaks and just the typical way that games get announced. I mean, how long ago did we see The Last of Us, and we don't even know if that's coming out this year?
When's the last time we saw a map for Anthem, and then it didn't come out until a year later, and nobody was like.
That was announced with gameplay, though. Like this got announced. Anthem was. But
the map was leaked a year before.
Oh, you're thinking of Apex Legends.
Oh, Apex, not Anthem. You're right.
Yeah. And I'm looking at chat. Jamie says Star Wars Jedi: a new anatomy game. Mark's making fun of me saying blame the site. Sure. But no. So,
that's another thing.
What?
We're bouncing back really quick. Halo, if you're going to make a game and going to make it better than any of the other games in the same year, don't start with the same letter. Apex, Anthem, completely confusing. All right, moving on. It's just me, but I'll go with it.
So this was announced at E3 2018, and this was the really awkward. Remember that really awkward announcement where the fake gamer chick was like, "So you want to tell us about the Star Wars game?" And hey, isn't the light side cool? I don't know. I forgot what she said, but I remember it was extremely cringeworthy. And
if only we had a green screen so you can pull that clip up for our computer.
I mean, I could if I had a clip, I could just hit a button. I'd have to.
Oh, that's true. This. I can really float.
Look over there and see where it is, but yeah. But I don't know. I'm just saying that it's coming out this year. I don't think it's coming out this year though. I think it's coming out this year. I think it's going to get delayed. But we're going to have a first look.
But it's EA, right? EA is coming out with it.
No, this is Respawn. Respawn's, man. I don't know who's publishing it. I forgot who's publishing it, but Respawn, Apex Legends.
Yep.
They're making this game, and that's just, I don't know, that's kind of crazy.
So I mean, okay,
I guess they're owned by Respawn, aren't they? Or they're owned by EA, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess this is the EA.
Okay. So, and besides, almost everything that Star Wars has come out in the last 5 years has all been EA.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of, right? I automatically assume. Well,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's all I got. I don't know what I was going with. I had a point and then we kind of got lost. Yeah, Star Wars. I mean, they're not going to be as good as the, what was the Star Wars game for the PlayStation 2 where you actually ran around as the Jedi and you got to sword fight and fly around and jump around and do all the cool tricks?
Oh, Jedi Academy?
Yeah, that one. If they come out with that, I'll be happy.
Okay, so I have an unpopular opinion.
Okay. My
favorite Star Wars game is Star Wars Episode 3.
Totally thought you were going to say pod racing.
No, Star Wars Episode 3. It was a made from the movie game, and it had a versus mode in there that was actually really, really good.
So you liked it strictly for the versus mode? Or
I like the regular gameplay too.
You like Jar Jar Binks, don't you?
No, he wasn't in that one.
No? He was in Episode 1, 2, and 3, wasn't he?
Was he? Actually, I guess he was in that one. I don't know. I don't know the Episode 1, 2, and 3 that well. But that actually reminds me, I haven't thought about this in a while. Another really good game that was good at the time was the Lord of the Rings games.
The Lord of the Rings games are always good.
You know what they had that came out way before its time was basically the counter move. Like in Batman, you press Y and you do a counter and then you kill the guy. They were doing that. And the gameplay was you're fighting 30 dudes and and just counter, attack, counter, combo. Like it was fun. And you know what? Hey, John Osmond, he's watching. He says episode 3 game was mad good. It was a good game. Actually, I have it.
Did you pay him to do that?
Dude, I have it. Well, you come to St. Pete, you visit me, we'll play it. And you're like, yo, this is still a good game.
I will say this. EA was the ones that did the Lord of the Rings games. They published it, and they didn't ruin those. Those were good.
Just saying.
But
what?
Oh no. I'm gonna bite my tongue on that one. I was about to say stuff about Shadow War, and then I was like, oh no. I love the game. Hate the microtransaction shit.
Oh, are you kidding? What about the microtransactions?
I just don't like the concept of putting that into a game. That was absolutely pointless, useless.
It doesn't matter. It's a single player game.
I know. That's why I was like, why the fuck did it even go in there? It was literally EA just trying to reach for extra money.
Yeah. Who cares? It doesn't affect anything.
Yeah. Moving on.
Oh my!
That's why I thought I was going to bite my tongue. We weren't going to have that conversation today.
So John says. So John,
hey, Chris is here.
I saw that. Yeah. Hi, Chris. Oh my God, I forgot to do a music video. Well, we're just gonna do the same one as last week. And it's the one with Christopher Donald Stanton. John says the best Star Wars game is Knights of the Old Republic, though. Will not debate this. It's not a debate. Actually, no, it is a debate because KOTOR 2. Right? We could agree on that, right? KOTOR 2 is better than 1?
No.
Come on.
No.
Dude, that ending, though.
No, when he says Knights of the Old Republic, is he talking about the online game, or is he talking about?
No, Knights of the Old Republic is the game made by. Don't tell me. Made by. God damn it! Hold on. Is it Visceral? Who does? God damn it! They do really. They're still relevant. Oh my God! This is gonna Remedy. Who does? I gotta look this up. Hold on.
Okay.
Knights.
Republic Commando, fight me. That's terrible. Chris, just go home. I mean, you are home.
Is made by Obsidian.
BioWare.
BioWare, yeah, but Obsidian. They did 2. I believe they did 2.
Hey, Kyrie.
Chris says best Star Wars game is Republic Commando. I will fight you. I absolutely will fight you.
Obsidian is BioWare, Chris.
No, they're not.
They're the same.
Okay. Yeah, I think Obsidian made 2, or Obsidian also made that, or something like that. I know Obsidian. Obsidian is the company that still makes the games. And again, I would say that 2, Also, Mark says Pod Racer or nothing at all. Pod Racer was fun. We should do a list. We should rank the best Star Wars games.
Just start with the top 10.
Just do, yeah.
Because Star Wars: A New Hope on the Super Nintendo. Definitely top 3.
Is that the one where Darth Vader turns into a scorpion?
No.
I'm pretty sure that's the one where Darth Vader turns into a scorpion. I'm looking that one up too. We're going way off track.
Yeah,
Darth Vader Scorpion. Yeah, Famicom. Well, the Famicom, so that's the Nintendo.
That's the Super Nintendo.
No, that's Super Famicom.
Oh, well then I was talking about Super Nintendo because I said A New Hope.
Yeah, this looks like a Nintendo game.
Or was it Return of the Jedi? What's the one with the Luke Skywalker in the front cover with the lightsaber up in the air? I think that's...
Yeah, 1987 Japanese version of Star Wars. It was just called Star Wars. 1987 came out for Famicom. Chris is still saying Republic Commando's number 1. You are wrong. You are wrong, sir. John says Star Wars Bounty Hunter was underrated. We need
Super Star Wars. Super Star Wars. That's what it was.
He didn't turn into a scorpion in Super Star Wars.
No, but that's the one I was trying to talk about. Was Super
okay, yeah. Super Star Wars was dope. It was dope.
It was dope.
Okay. All right, we got to move on from Star Wars.
I mean, do we though? Yeah, let's go ahead and move on.
No, I mean, okay. Well, so now Chris is saying Rogue Squadron is number 2.
All right, so he's just sticking on all that's Nintendo 64, right?
I would
Rogue Squadron was 64 as well.
Republic Commando. Yeah.
Okay, so he's
right?
he's super trolling.
No. Republic Commando was 360. That was 360.
Okay.
Rogue Squadron was N64. That was a dope game. Rogue Squadron was good. I'll give him that. But top 10? No.
Number 3, Soul Calibur. Oh, is this just top 10 games? Period. I'm so confused.
I think Chris is trying to take over your duties as troll of the podcast. You've been too serious, so Chris is like, I got to throw in some silliness. And also, Chris, that was Soul Calibur 4.
Because he's okay. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, John says best Star Wars game is the canceled tech demo they played at E3 that looked like Uncharted. That was I forgot who was developing it, but that was the Star Wars. What is it? Something 1616. Soldier 1616. Or it was just Star Wars 1616, wasn't it?
I don't know. That's 100% on you.
That's right. Republic Commando was Xbox. That's right. But yeah, it was something 1616. Star Wars 1313. Sorry, 1313. It was just called Star Wars 1313.
Welcome
Now
to
the thing
Director's podcast, where all we do is Google up our answer. I'm using this for 20 questions. All right, I'm just gonna be like Wikipedia, 20 questions. It's on.
1313. The problem with that though, like I'll say that the tech demo may have been amazing. Kind of like PT was an amazing tech demo for Silent Hills. But we don't know if that's how the game would have actually looked. I mean, that game was pretty ahead of its time. Even today, like you could release a game that looks and plays like that today, and it will still be like, wow, this is a fantastic game. So I don't really know about like saying that the end product would have been, the best ever. But I'll agree that the tech demo was dope. Dope is dope.
I'm just gonna sit here in silence. I got nothing on 1313.
I got you.
It's like super
Nobody
cool
got
numbers.
anything on 1313 because it's not a thing anymore.
Well, I mean, it was a tech demo.
It was a tech demo. You know what they need to do is what I've been saying. Like they need to release those tech demos to games that
Those would be
never
fun.
survived. Like just be like, hey, we're gonna sell it for like $10. It's not made. It's just one level. Here you go.
Yeah. $4.99 DLC.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
It's downloadable content. It doesn't have to be.
It's downloadable content for a game. Content is for something that comes out.
Content is literally just stuff in general. The definition of content is.
But in the gaming world, content is specifically for something else, for a game.
I mean,
it's like summons.
You want to limit what it could possibly be.
It's like summons. I was going over this with the guy in my process.
Summons or Summons 2? Because Summons 2 is really a good game.
So summons in the English language means like I summon you here. You encourage somebody to come to you. You summon them, bring them forth. But in the legal world, it just means like a lawsuit. It is letting somebody know that you're suing them. It's a summons. Yes, you are summoning them to court. But a summons is a notice that somebody's being sued. So you can't be like, you can't just decide what it means.
It could be for a divorce. It could be for.
Yes, that's a summons.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, like,
being sued. That means that you have to show up to court for a date.
There was this guy.
You are to be at a location.
But there was a guy who was confused. He's like, we were talking about subpoenas. He's like, oh, it's the summons. I'm like, no, it's not a summons. It's a subpoena. He's like, yeah, but he's being summoned to court. I'm like, you're using two different words here. That's two different things. A summons is different from summoning somebody. So that's what I'm saying with content. Yes, the word content means, it can just mean a video game. It could be what we're creating right now. We're creating content. But in the video game world, it means that we lost a viewer. I'm watching the viewer count go down. Okay. And Chris hits us with the greatest pun ever. Someone's getting off topic. I'm
glad you figured that one out. I was looking at it like, okay, cool. And then I got really distracted about the 20 questions go. And I was like, all right, let's do that.
All right. Let's move on to the next story. Kingdom Hearts 3 is getting free and paid DLC. In
Awesome. Next story.
in an interview with Dengeki, Dengeki Online, Kingdom Hearts director Tetsuya Nomura revealed that free DLC will likely come to the game as incremental updates as they are completed, and paid DLC would be larger and possibly grouped together to be released before the end of 2019. I know you hate Kingdom Hearts, so we'll just
Riveting content, Josh.
We'll move
Riveting.
on. That's all we produce here, man. That's the kind of content that we like to produce. This story is hysterical.
This story is seriously one of the best stories ever. I'm about to hear it for the first time ever.
The next two stories are fantastic. So Overkill's The Walking Dead is apparently so bad that the console release has been canceled.
Oh, that's perfect.
On top of that, they're discontinuing PC support. This game came out I think late last year, towards the end of 2018. In a statement to IGN, Skybound Entertainment, the overseer of the Walking Dead license, said, quote, "As of today, we have terminated our contract with Starbreeze Studios and will discontinue all efforts on Overkill's The Walking Dead. Our creators and their stories are the core of Skybound, and since 2014, we have worked hard to expand the world of The Walking Dead into an exceptional co-op action FPS. We did our best to work with Starbreeze and resolve many issues that we saw in the game, but ultimately Overkill's The Walking Dead did not meet our standards, nor is it the quality that we were promised. We are exceedingly sorry to our fans and share their disappointment in the game. We remain dedicated to provide our fans with the most premium quality content we can offer, and will continue to look for alternative video game options for the IP." Damn.
Honestly, I have mad respect for this company. This is by far the best thing I think I've ever heard ever.
But
It came out and said, you know what, you guys? We
This
told you
game
what we wanted.
sucks.
You came out with shit, and we're just not going to let people play shit.
I mean, they did more than throw Starbreeze under the bus, though. That's that's not even like, hey, we're not, it could have been better. We'll work hard to try better. No, this game sucks. You said it sucked. We agree with you. We knew it sucked, and we tried to make it not suck, and it sucks. We wish we played this before it came out, because if we did, we would have said no. So we're saying no now. This game is shit, and that's the end of Starbreeze Studios. How the hell do you come back from that?
You're pretty much dead.
Maybe
It's
it's
Walking Dead.
I'm sure this kind of thing happens in the industry.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure it
People
does.
pull the plugs on everything.
But to just destroy this company and be like, yo, this game is terrible. It's so bad that having it out in the wild will damage our license, will lower the value of The Walking Dead. So we're pulling it.
Think about this,
make
though.
this game, guys.
This also happened last year with Square Enix on the Final Fantasy VII remake.
No.
We had,
Oh.
they fired the whole team. They killed it all, and they're like, all right, we're going to go in a different direction with this.
That's true.
So
They did that with Metroid 4, Metroid Prime 4. Actually, I didn't realize that.
it happens, and it's but this.
But
one
they
was
don't
pretty
put them
good.
on blast like this, though.
No.
I mean, that's pretty harsh.
Oh yeah.
Also, Mark said, I tried to come up with a pun, but it was all overkill. That's a burp. Okay, so the question then is, what kind of game should Walking Dead IP be used on? What do you think?
I think that it should just be dead. Not making a pun on that one. They have their manga, they have the graphic novel, they have the TV show, they have the board games, they have several.
Oh, so you're saying they shouldn't even try anymore?
Oh no. Yeah, no, the story is dry.
Well, no, not even story. Okay, so
It's another zombie survival game.
That's actually my point. Is I agree with you and disagree with you. What I'm thinking is we don't need one, and the reason why is because there's already the perfect Walking Dead game, and that's State of Decay. State of Decay. State
of Decay is going to be really good.
It already came out.
There's another game that I
Oh,
apologize.
you're thinking about
There's a game where there's like 100 zombies all at once coming in.
Days Gone.
Days Gone. Thank you.
Yeah. That one looks.
That looks like it's going to be an actually really good zombie survival game, because it's not like, oh, here's like a horde of 5 zombies and 10 zombies coming in. It's 100 fucking zombies climbing up.
Okay, but that's like superhero shit.
No.
Like, I'm saying State of Decay is more like Walking Dead. That's the perfect that's exactly what Walking Dead is. You know, like it's scavenging, it's maintaining relationships in camps. That's what Walking Dead is.
It's dead. It should stay dead.
Also, Chris says Walking Dead Stranding. Mark says those devs can't get to sleep. Surely they're thinking about the implications. That's a good point. I don't get it, but it's a good point.
There's words. They were written.
Okay, so moving on. This is hysterical. I'm curious if you know about this site. THQ Nordic, they messed up pretty bad recently. They hosted an Ask Me Anything AMA event on a site they knew nothing about.
Reddit?
No. It's called, I don't know if you're familiar with it, 8chan? Do you know what 8chan?
I know what half that is, but
Okay, well, there's
8chan is.
4chan. There's 4chan,
Yeah.
and then there's 8chan. And my cat is meowing at the door. So I didn't know what 8chan was, so I looked it up. Apparently, it's a message board site that is notorious for having members distribute child pornography, as well as swatting incidents. So if you don't know what swatting is, that's where you find a streamer and you find out where they live through
and you send
whatever.
cops.
And then you call the cops and you say like, hey, this person's gonna they have a bomb or something, and then the police have to basically burst down the door and check for a bomb or something. So swatting incidents, Gamergate, which was a very sexist movement that happened, racism and sexist groups. It's where they go to meet, and other really classy things. So it's a real bad site. Like there's just, yeah. THQ Nordic posted, quote, "We're doing an 8chan AMA and we have no idea why. Come join us," with a link.
Jesus.
So
this could have been the entire episode. Why didn't you start here?
So I imagine somebody eventually explained to them what that site is. And THQ Nordic's Philip Brock, PR and marketing director, officially apologized on Twitter, writing, quote, "I personally agreed to this AMA without doing my proper due diligence to understand the history and the controversy of the site. I do not condone child pornography, white supremacy, or racism in any shape or form. I am terribly sorry for the short-sightedness of my decision and promise to be far more vigorous in my assessment of these activities in the future. This was not about being edgy. This blew up, and I very much regret to have done it in the first place." He later went on to say that THQ Nordic will be addressing further concerns on their live stream hosted by Rotten.com.
Okay, so they covered it up really quick and they took care of it. So never mind. It's not that long of a conversation. Good job. Everybody makes mistakes. Yours was pretty fucking big, but you balanced it out. You did good. All right.
Yeah, now they're going to do it on Rotten.com. Did you get that part?
Rotten,
Did you think
yeah,
that was funny?
Rotten.com is like.
Remember Rotten.com?
Oh, I was thinking it was Rotten, like the fucking viewers that.
No.
Rating.
Rotten.com is.
Yeah, that's the terrible thing where like that was
They had
where
like
you can see
really
the
messed
penis
up
in Snapchat.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's okay.
I thought it was funny.
No, that was brilliant. I just the way that you slid it in there, I
Mark
thought that you said that he said that, and I was like, oh Jesus,
I
he
did
said
say that he said that.
I didn't pick up on that. That's terrible. Why would you do that? Don't do it.
I don't know. Okay, let's move on.
No, it was good. It was good.
I thought that was funny.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I totally did not pick up on the joke.
I mean, well, the whole story is real except for the Rotten.com part.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so I've made some pretty big predictions on the future of gaming, game streaming. Never would I have ever been able to predict this next thing. This is like mind blowing. right here. Also, my
Hold on.
cousin apparently just hopped in, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I was just
sitting here talking
people
about
on
child
Snapchats and stuff.
pornography, and welcome to Downright Fierce Pornography.
We're doing an AMA later.
Yeah, on 8chan.com. Actually, just go to 8chan.com and just meet us there.
You sure we're not doing it on lemonparty.org?
No. Oh, you know what I'm really hungry for right now? A blue waffle. Blue waffles are delicious. Okay, so yeah, this is actually Chris is saying this in chat. Did you guys discuss the Microsoft Switch game thing? So here's the thing. Never ever would have predicted this. A new report suggests that Xbox Game Pass may be headed to the Nintendo Switch via streaming.
Yeah,
now this is separate from Xbox Live coming to Switch. That was the original leak, and people were like, "Oh, we're going to be able to play Xbox games on the Switch." No, that's not what that meant. It was just the Xbox Live service, which would bring a lot of quality of life improvements to online, gaming, like matchmaking, parties, and things like that. But this specifically is playing Xbox games on the Switch. So, according to Game Informer, Direct Feed Games, described as, quote, an outlet that has a strong track record for rumors, especially centered around Nintendo. I feel like that was important right there because, like, this isn't just some whatever. Like, this company apparently, they're known for solid Nintendo leaks. Claims that Microsoft is preparing to publish ports of its games on the Switch alongside allowing Switch owners to stream Xbox Game Pass titles using the Project xCloud service. So this is the service that I mentioned before in past episodes where they want people to be able to play on anything, like play on your phone, play on your computer. I never would have thought that they would put this on a competitor's console. Like, that's just...
Why not?
Well, so we'll get to that.
Maybe Microsoft is realizing that that's going to be the best option for them. Maybe they're going to pull a Sega and do it early.
Well, I'll get to that. So we definitely know that half of this is definitely true because we got Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice coming over, and that's an Xbox Live Xbox exclusive. So as far as correlation to the rumor, it's looking more and more likely. Now, I started writing originally how I wanted to question how this can possibly help Microsoft. Because, again, putting it on the competitors thing, you're saying that they're finally recognizing this could be good for them. Here's what I'm thinking. It's a streaming platform. It's not that you're going to be able to buy a cartridge with an Xbox game and put it on your Switch. First of all, they probably couldn't run it.
No, it's all going to be virtual.
Yeah, it's going to be over the cloud. So this is not necessarily the best place to play these games, which is what Microsoft has been saying. They're like, hey, Xbox, the best place to play these games. There are issues with streaming games. You need to be connected to a solid Wi-Fi. There's a lot of things you have to do to be able to accomplish this. Putting Game Pass on another console doesn't turn away people from buying your console. It just gives how did I write it here? I wrote it perfectly. Putting Game Pass on another console doesn't turn away people from your console that has the ability to play these games without streaming. It just gives them another way to play. So it's widening the subscription base.
This would be a solid way, 100% solid way for them to do one of three things. One, expand their brand. They're the first ones to do it, and that's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. Second, cloud saves. So you can literally have an Xbox in your living room, put your game on pause, pick it up on the Switch, walk out the house, and keep playing. Like, if you have that for your capability of game styles, that's going to be huge. And then 3, it's going to be first time ever. It's truly multi-platform in the sense of you can play it on your PC, you can play it on your Switch, you can play it on your Xbox. You can walk away from anything.
You can play it on your phone. You can play it on your browser. You could probably play it on your Chromecast or something. I'm sure they're going to bring that service to that.
It's really going to happen. Microsoft and Google should probably pair up and finish that off because Google's been doing it already.
And here's the thing too, Nintendo is now happy because they put out 3 solid games a year.
I put 10.
Name 10. Name 10 solid Nintendo games from last year.
Well, let's see. We have Mario. We have
So
Pokemon.
Mario Odyssey did not come out last year. Are you saying?
Oh,
and
fair
I'm
enough.
saying new games. I'm saying new games, not ports of old games.
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
Let's go Pikachu. Yeah, and I'm not giving
Yeah.
you 2 SKUs there. You don't get
Why not? That's
Pikachu
totally
and
two.
Eevee.
That is
No, come
totally
on.
two. And then you got Smash Brothers.
Okay, well 3. Okay.
Okay. And then you have Bayonetta. Well, that was ported, so it really
That's a
doesn't
port.
count.
They're all ports.
That's not true. They're not all ports.
You named 3, which is exactly what I said. They have 3, and I gave you 2.
You gave me 10 seconds to come up with an answer.
No, but seriously,
Chris, come up with an answer. You got me on this.
an original SKU.
Okay.
Yeah, you got Smash. Smash is definitely on that list.
Yeah. And I
But
got
all
Pokemon.
the other-
Pokemon's on my list.
Oh yeah, and Pokemon. But last year, all the big games we got were ports from Wii U games. You got New Super Mario Brothers U or whatever it was called. You got, Captain Toad. What's it called? The one that was an exclusive. Okay, so Devin's saying
Oh, yeah,
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Splatoon wasn't last year though.
No, Splatoon was
wasn't
2 years
last year.
ago.
Yeah,
And
so
so
that's
is
what I'm
ARMS.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying brand new games.
Well, give it to
Like
me.
3 a year, like 3, and I gave you 2 SKUs for
The new Smash Brothers is not a port. Shut up.
Chris's Smash is a port. I mean, I'm just saying. So it's and Chris Stan says there's over 32 million Switches out there. Smart move. I think it is.
It is.
And
It's
then
brilliant.
and okay, so Game Informer sources have indicated that this announcement, quote, could come as soon as this year. Now, I'm going to make my next big prediction, and I bet most people, including Brandon, I think everybody's with me. E3 is when this is all happening. This is when it's going to be announced.
I hope
E3 is
not.
going to be announced. Xbox is going to rule E3 this year. They're going to dominate. That's what Phil Spencer was talking
to be
about. He's
fair,
like, he
though-
wants to destroy the market. It's going to be E3.
Okay, I'll give you this. Microsoft is going to rule E3 only because Sony's already started their new platform. They're already doing all their releases as they want whenever they come out.
Yeah, they're not-
Nintendo has Nintendo Direct, and they've been doing that for the last 2, 3, 4 years now.
Well,
So-
I bet you Nintendo's going to join Phil Spencer, like whoever the.
Oh yeah, no, they're going to
guy,
make an
they're
appearance.
going to walk out together.
They're going to make an appearance there. But I mean, the reason why Microsoft is going to own E3 is because the other two don't care about E3 anymore.
But okay, but what I'm still saying though is that going even beyond what E3 is, even if there's zero competition, it's going to be a memorable E3 for Microsoft, just because I think they're going to officially announce the streaming platform, the next gen console family, and their partnership with Nintendo. I think those big 3 things, they don't even need to talk about games.
Honestly, I want Microsoft to come onto a Nintendo Direct. I want Microsoft to just show up and be
bet
like,
it'll happen.
hey, this, well, no. I'm talking about before E3. Like the week before E3. I want Microsoft to say, you know what? I'm tired of E3, just like the other people. I'm coming in. We're coming in hot. We're making it original and new. This is the new content, and this is how we're going ahead from now on.
They already said they're throwing a bunch of money at E3. That's not going to happen.
I know.
They would be shooting themselves in the
It's
foot.
just really cool. They could.
It'd be cool.
They could do
Next
whatever
year,
they
maybe.
like.
Next
They're
year.
adults. They're adults.
True. Okay, so moving on. Speaking of awesome things coming to Switch, this one's really quick. Capcom announced that Resident Evil 0, 1, and 4 will be coming on May 21st to the Switch. These are just ports. Again, ports. These are all ports. Not remakes or remasters.
Again, ports.
Although
That's you.
technically,
That's you, Josh.
Resident Evil 1 is HD remaster. Chris Ann says Sony shows up at E3, debuts PS5 with Spider-Man 2 footage, drops mic.
I mean, they really are
You
going to
watch a lot of wrestling, my friend. That's a wrestling ass move right there. It's like Phil Spencer is on stage like, we have very exciting news. We have to what? And then freaking, Shuhei Yoshida or whatever his name is, he walks out and then just takes a PS5, drops it on the stage, and then Spider-Man 2 shows up and he's just like,
Peace. No, I'll give it to you.
I'm tied to
That's going to be perfect. If that happens, that would
Wrestling
be the most
instinct.
memorable E5 ever. Fuck
E5.
E3. Fuck E3. It's E5 now. PlayStation 5.
All right. So continuing with Nintendo news, Nintendo of America's president and COO Reggie Fils-Aimé is retiring. We didn't have an episode last week, so this is
He got us
news.
through the hard times and brought us back.
So for those of you who don't know, he was the president for 13 years. He was working there for 15 and is retiring on April 15th. The guy he decided to name as his successor couldn't have a better name, Doug
Mike
Bowser.
Rush? Oh,
Doug Bowser.
Doug Bowser's.
Oh my God! Sorry, I'm looking at Chris's comment right now. He's like, "What you gonna do, Microsoft, when Sony Mania and Spider-Man 2 run wild on you?" I don't know. I don't watch wrestling, so I don't know if I'm doing that voice right.
No, that was pretty good.
No, but I mean, like that might be a wrestler reference.
That was as close to Macho Man as possible.
I don't know. So Reggie said, quote, "Nintendo owns a part of my heart forever. It's a part that is filled with gratitude for the incredibly talented people I've worked with, for the opportunity to represent such a wonderful brand, and most of all, to feel like a member of the world's most positive and enduring gamer community. As I look forward to departing in both good health and good humor, this is not game over for me, but instead leveling up to more time with my wife, family, and friends." And then Bowser said, quote, "It has been my great fortune to work with and be mentored by Reggie for 4 years at Nintendo of America. And rest assured, we will continue to build on his work to evolve and expand our brand, furthering Nintendo's global mission of creating smiles. There are millions more of those to come." So I made a special video for, I know I'm seeing his Chris, I don't watch wrestling. I did a random wrestler voice. Just let me have that. So I made a special video for Reggie as a thank you, because this is a big figurehead leaving. He's done a lot for us. He's done a lot for Nintendo. Originally, and let me make sure the mouse is in the right spot, because that would be unfortunate if it wasn't. I can't see my mouse anywhere. Mouse is gone.
Get up, walk over there.
We're good.
I'll sing a quick little song. It'll be great.
Okay, so originally it was going to be to Sarah McLachlan's "I Will Remember You," but then we got hit with a copyright strike when I uploaded that to YouTube, so I had to scramble at the last second. And I just picked a random song. So with that, I would like you guys to enjoy Downright Fierce Gaming's farewell video for Reggie Fils-Aimé. Here we go.
Also, don't forget to meet us this time.
Oh my God, I clicked on the wrong thing. Shit.
It's Fierce News. Fierce News.
Fierce News. All right, hold on. I got this.
Yeah, we're only a week.
There we go.
late,
Okay. So, again, here's the thank you video for Reggie. Enjoy.
Slap hands.
That's thank you so much, Reggie. I actually don't even know what song played. I just grabbed a random song. But
Okay.
Thank you, Reggie, for everything you've done. Then the final piece of news: Pokemon Sword and Shield have been announced. The new starters are Score Bunny, Sobble, and Grookey. It's coming late 2019. So here's my big problem with this whole Pokemon game. Why the hell do we not have voiced Pokemon saying their name or whatever they normally say, or growling, or just anything other than the 8-bit sounds that come out of their mouth?
You got to keep somewhat of the nostalgia.
No, I don't want that. I want freaking, Charmander to go char, char. I want every time I throw him to just even one. Just give me one char. That's it. You get one tiny little Asian woman to record char on a microphone. That's it. Job's done. One down, 800 more to go.
So
that's what I want in my Pokemon game.
Sound sampling. You got to limit the sound sampling.
No, it's not that hard. Oh my God, dude! I was playing Tales of Vesperia. They have like thousands of hours of dialogue, and none of it's important. It's like like randomly I'll be walking, in the woods. They're like, oh, look at that tree. What about the tree? It looks really brown. Yeah, haven't you ever seen a tree before? No, I grew up in a castle and I've never been outside the castle before. Yeah, trees are brown because that's the way they grow. Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, did you also know that leaves are green? Oh my God. And I could just go on.
Yep.
It's not that hard. Well, I'm not going to say that it's not that hard, but when other games have hours and hours of pointless dialogue, sometimes that people will just skip over and never hear anything like that. Like, God damn it, dude. Record one little Asian lady going, char. That's it.
You got it. Just for you.
It doesn't even have to be very Chars. It doesn't have to.
And Shield.
It doesn't have to be like, oh, this is when Charmander gets hurt. Char.
Hey,
it doesn't have to be scared Charmander. Char.
All you have to do, and I mean, I've seen this done successfully before. If you tweet at Doug Bowser and say, how many upvotes do I need or how many likes do I need in order for Charmander to have his own voice in the fucking game? And then you could be that guy. You could be that guy. Because remember, Wendy's got a question of how many likes do I need in order to get chicken nuggets for life, and he got it. So you can do it.
I will get infinite.
Twitter can help.
I will get. I don't.
Twitter
Nobody
can
follows me on Twitter. So Lindsay agrees. Lindsay agrees with me. Chris Stan liked my video. Thank you. Mark says, back in my day, Pokemon made a shitty screeching noise, and we liked it. That's the thing. It's still your day, like, because it never stopped. They still, like, in that video, like, it's still. What Pokemon was that? You don't know. Who knows that? That was Caterpie.
Using Harden?
No, it's the same goddamn sound for everything they do. It's everything they do. This
See, I'm pretty sure
a
at this
straight
moment-
shot. You don't even know. It's the same sound. I don't know. I mean, and I thought that they were teasing it with Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu because, like, they do different Pikas and different plays.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool. I mean,
still
maybe.
haven't beat that.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Like,
I beat it, and then I started working on Let's Go Eevee, and then I got distracted. Yeah. Okay. And Mark says Wendy's still doesn't have the spicy nuggets, though.
They don't. They got rid of them. I was there today, and I was so pissed off.
Bastards.
The regular nuggets are not the same. They're not good. Like, just terrible.
All right.
Hashtag Wendy's.
So before we get to video game 20 questions, it's funny. This week I was planning on talking about Kingdom Hearts. I was going to talk about my impressions of the game. I'll just do it really, really quick. If you want to enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3, you need to at least watch like a detailed summary on each game.
Just go back and watch every Disney movie and you got it.
No, it's super complicated stuff. But I'll tell you this, for anybody who is familiar with all the content of Kingdom Hearts, at the end of the game, and I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously, but the last like 2 or 3 hours of the game, maybe a little bit less than that, it just all comes together. Everything, every like last little bit, every little question, every whatever, it all comes together, and it is freaking amazing. The very, very end, the secret ending to the game that I had to look up because I wasn't going to do the requirements for that, has got me so excited for the future of Kingdom Hearts. You know, Tetsuya Nomura already said this is the end of, I think he said like the darkness or something, storyline or whatever. We're moving on to something else, and it is really, really cool.
Yeah, we're moving on to 20 questions.
Moving on to we're moving on to Resident Evil 2 remake. I finished that one, and so with the Resident Evil 2 remake, there's two ways. There's two storylines that are basically the exact same. You can pick. You can start as either Leon or Claire Redfield. Yeah, Leon or Claire. And the game plays out almost exactly the same way with a couple of small changes. And originally I was telling myself, I'm not, in order to get the true ending, you have to beat the game. You have to beat the game as like, both people. But I was telling myself, I'm not going to play Resident Evil 2 all the way through twice. I'm just
Yeah, you will.
well, that's the thing. I got to the end of it. I'm like, I kind of really want to play this again. Even talking about it right now, I'm like, I kind of want to play Resident Evil 2 again. The thing is, I guess my backlog is just way too long to be doing that. So I pulled myself away from it. But I gotta say, if you guys are looking for, if you liked the original Resident Evil 2, if you like Resident Evil 4, if you like that kind of gameplay, you you need to pick up Resident Evil 2 Remake. It is incredible. It is the best Resident Evil game ever made.
It is a remake done right.
It is exactly. Exactly. I mean, the closest best remake that we've had was Shadow of the Colossus, but that was basically the same game.
It was.
This is not basically the same game. This is it's and the best way I've heard this described
It's
is
playing New Game Plus.
no. The best way I heard this described was Resident Evil 2 Remake is how you remember Resident Evil 2 to be. So when we think back to old games, we think, we look at them with rose-tinted glasses, we look at them with nostalgia glasses. And they're not usually as good as we remember. Like the example we always come to is GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Everybody's thinking like, oh yeah, I remember that. And it's such a great game. It's like the best game ever. Play that shit now, and it's really not. You look at it, fondly because of the time. If you go back and play Resident Evil 2 right now, it is not how you remember if you played it when it came out. Back in the day, it was like the graphics were just mind blowing, and I remember looking at the cutscenes and just like, oh my god, it's like watching a movie. And you look at that now, and it's terrible. This game is how you remember that game to be, only better. So those are the two things. And then my last thing I wanted to talk about, Hitman. No, not Hitman. I don't want to talk about Hitman. What am I playing now?
You want to talk about God of War?
No.
I started playing God of War, and I've been absolutely mesmerized. Everybody got to play it forever ago. I was busy with school. I finally took a week off and decided to play the hell out of the game. Oh my god, that is the most beautiful game in the flipping world.
It's good.
They just blow it up. Go ahead. What?
Well,
Yes.
real quick, Hitman. I did beat him. I was going to talk about playing Far Cry Blood Dragon now because I missed that one and I'm really enjoying that one. But Hitman, it was actually it still might be available PlayStation Plus.
It is
for free. It is
until the 5th.
Yeah,
So 2 more days.
You got to get it. You got to get it. It's really, really, really good. It is fantastic. It is
Isn't it?
just incredible. It's my favorite Hitman. And
I
forgot how
looked at
much
it and I was
love
thinking I was going to pick it up, but I was just going to pass on it, only because I'm playing that in Shonen Jump, or Jump Force.
Jump Force, yeah. So yeah, tell me about Jump Force because I downloaded that one the other day. I haven't played it yet. I heard the story is garbage.
I don't know. I literally put it in an hour before the episode, and then you kind of spent the remainder of the hour trying to get this working right. So I made a character, and Frieza shows up, and Frieza's got to fight against Naruto, which I'm really confused on how that one's going to work because, like, Frieza's got Death Beam Laser, boom, doom, just destroys planets. Naruto's got Rasengan, which can put a hole in a building. I'm wondering how they're going to balance it out. I'm really excited to see that. And
I'm sure it's not going to be actually balanced. It's just going to be silly.
Well, that's okay.
It's like Superman versus Batman. They have to get a little creative to make that fight actually work.
Strap him up in kryptonite. It's fine.
Yeah. Where did he really get that kryptonite? Come on.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Chris Ann says, "I'm a god, boy." That scene is amazing.
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm really excited to see what happens. Where I'm at right now is I just ran into Thor's children and killed Magdi, Magdi. Yeah, Magdi. And then Atreus gets sick again for the first time. So that's like a reality. And then I'm like, the whole time I'm like, all right, when is he going to get his god powers? When is he going to have a single flare? And then all of a sudden he pushes a giant fucking hammer. I was like, all right. So I'm waiting for more stuff. That's pretty much all I got. I'm very bad at describing stuff at the moment because I'm so ready to go back to it. But
you know what I need to do? I need to when my kid is born, after a reasonable amount of time, I need to go back to that game and see if I see it any differently. Like as a father, that'd be an interesting experiment to do. Yeah.
I try playing it through Kratos' eyes the whole time. So like I'm trying to understand
same,
why he's
yeah.
keeping things hidden.
Same with Walking Dead and the Telltale's Walking Dead and games like that. Yeah, I try to look and Last of Us. I look at it, from the father's eyes, but I can't really see it as a father, as a non-father. What else have you been playing? Anything else?
Really, it's just those three. I put the Switch down for the moment. Been playing Smash.
Even with Wargroove being out there,
Wargroove.
I know you got a pen around you. Write down Wargroove and then thank me later.
Okay.
Did you ever play Advance Wars? You like Advance Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, write down Wargroove and thank me later. You're gonna text me and be like, "Oh my god, I love you, thank you."
Does it have any deal, or is it DLC, or is it?
It's it's its own game, Wargroove.
Am I gonna go buy it, or am I gonna buy it?
It's called Wargroove, right? Another thing I'm looking at.
My kids are shitty archers, Chris says.
Yeah, Wargroove. Yeah, thank me later. All right, and with that, it's time.
That's the episode.
Nope.
All right, thank you guys for tuning
Video
in.
game
To
20 questions. This is where I picked a random video game, and Brandon here is going to have 20 yes or no questions to guess the game. Now,
Is it Turok?
I'm actually going to. We're going to do an experiment right now.
Okay.
I can't tell if you actually have chat up or not. So
let me do
no, leave it up.
No, I'll be fair. It's gone.
Okay. Actually, I saw on your face. I saw the screen change, so because the color changed. All right, fine, cool. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I mean, play fair, play square.
That's.
I mean, unless you got a game genie, and then it's good. Game show.
I want to get a shirt. It's just as your face. Play fair, play square.
Yes.
That should be Square Enix's slogan. Play fair, play square. I like
Hashtag own it.
There it is. Okay, so Brandon here is going to have 20 yes or no questions to guess this game. You guys in chat, you can throw out some questions that you think will help him guess the game. Just type in suggestions for questions. It's been a while since I've explained 20 questions, so I'm blanking on what I normally say. Oh yeah, that's right. After 10 questions, I'll look at chat and I'll see if there's anything there that will help him. And if so, then I'll just throw that his way. So start.
Is there dinosaurs in the game?
No.
Okay. Is there multi-controller options?
What do you mean?
Same as last time. Is there the option for this or that or keyboard and mouse, or is it only got one type of controller?
Sort of.
Per system.
Yes, but be careful with that.
Yes, there's multiple controllers.
Yes, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna tell you that there are multiple controller options, but only one way to play the game. I know that's really confusing, and that might have actually really helped you. I don't know, but
Is it 2-player?
yes. Also, Chris says nail down the console, which Chris, I don't know if you heard in the song MC Lars.
He hasn't, because you haven't played it yet.
No, but I sent it to.
Oh, you're gonna go ahead and say that?
I sent it to you too.
Well, no, I know,
Yeah.
but they don't know.
Yeah, but I sent it to Chris.
Our viewers don't know.
The line is nail down the console. Chris says, but now I can't get my Genesis off the floor. Oh no, nail down the console. Chris implores, but now I can't get my Genesis off the floor. That's what it is.
So
I don't understand Chris's question. Okay, come on, let's do it.
did it come out before January 1st, 2000?
Yes.
Do you shoot stuff?
Yes.
Do they fly?
Chris goes, does the game run on a console that requires power? What's up? What were we saying?
I said, does it fly? What you shoot?
Yes.
Is second player kind of a secret?
Yes.
Is it Duck Hunt?
Yes. Wow.
I knew it 4
7
questions
questions.
ago. I want you to know.
Dude, you could have broken the record.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You could have broken the record.
As soon as you said multi-controller, but be careful with it,
See,
I was
I
like,
knew-
it's a fucking duck hunt. And
I knew that was going to be too helpful. But that's the problem.
well,
though.
no, I was thinking Power Glove, in all honesty.
Oh.
And then you kind of over-accentuated it. I'm like, okay, so it's definitely Nintendo.
So Chris explains this thing. I don't know if you see it in chat. He's saying, I'm asking
let me get back
shitty
to
random
chat.
questions. The next time you see Chris, ask him to do his impression of you playing 20 questions.
Okay.
It's really, really funny. He actually
bet.
does a surprisingly good impression of you.
I mean, it's not that hard. I'm very stale. And
Does the main character wear shoes? Does the game run on a console that requires power? I can't do it. He doesn't.
those shitty questions just nailed it down. Technically in
true.
2, but
That's true, dude. If you got it in 2, like, goddamn, that'd be impressive.
ironically, I originally thought you were going with Turok. I knew it was going to be Nintendo based,
What?
and I don't know. I just had a gut instinct. I was like, it's going to be dinosaurs
We've
today.
been on
Also,
tonight. Nice. We've been on tonight, though. We've been like, on
yeah,
the
we've
same
had some
page.
ESP moments all night.
Seriously, it's crazy. And with that, that does it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We have live streams every.
Sorry, Chris goes, my mom loved Duck Hunt because earlier he asked the question, would my mom like this game?
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, cool. That does it for us, guys. I almost said my name is DJ Robin.
This is DJ Robin.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We have live streams every Sunday on Facebook.com/JohnFierceGaming, YouTube.com/JohnFierceGaming, Twitch.tv/DRF and Mixer.com/DRF That is the stream where if you watch on there, there's like no delay. It's like immediate. So all the things you type in chat, people are gonna be like, what are they talking about? Like that hasn't happened yet. And you're like ahead of the curve, man. Like you're like right there. You can listen to all of our audio episodes every Monday on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and Stitcher. Make sure to check out our Teespring page. Nah, don't bother.
Yeah, we need some new shirts.
really
Maybe like Play
Let's
Fair,
not
Play
talk
Square.
about that. Yeah, Play Fair, Play Square. That's what's going to be the next one. But you know what you should check out, though, is our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/downrightfierce. And thank you, Scribe Mark, for putting that in chat because I always forget if it's Downright
Thanks,
Fierce or
Scribe.
Downright Fierce Gaming. It's patreon.com/downrightfierce. That is where you can contribute to the show, which helps us with these. It helps us with microphones. It helps us with so many things. It helps keeps the lights on. Well, as the saying goes, but it actually costs money to have the show produced every week. There's Restream, getting it on all the different platforms. There's the cloud, services for the audio podcast. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into it. And our Patreon subscribers help us produce this show, and we are eternally grateful for, all the supporters. On top of that, being a Patreon subscriber gets you thanked at the end of the episode. So we want to thank Mark Mayfield.
Thank you, Mark.
Mayfield. I want to thank Tristan Haynes.
Tristan. I miss that guy.
Our executive producers, Brian Kizmetsky. I almost said it wrong. Kizmetsky, Carolina Jarvis, and
Carolina. She's not here tonight.
I know. I'm kind of sad. She was hanging out on Friday though.
Ah.
Yeah.
With that Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Also,
And
guys, don't forget to come and check out Jack in the Box on Fridays.
it's just Jackbox. But yeah,
That guy.
on Fridays. I actually forgot to mention that. Yeah, every Friday we have Jackbox night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then again, executive producer Andrew, bass kicker Kirkendall.
Bass kicker.
I have to go over here again because I can't see. Oh God, I don't know which one it is.
Just
I don't
click them
know which
all.
one it is. Oh no, I got this.
When the cord's too short and he falls backwards, I
No,
called it.
It's this one. It's there we go. Oh God damn it.
It's like really awkward.
We're good. Oh, I know.
It's just a red screen. I'm standing here. Everybody's like, what am I even looking at? I'm like,
You know-
oh, these
you know
are
what
the
you're
new
looking
sound
at?
tiles. These are the
I'll tell-
acoustic tiles. They're great.
I'll tell you what you're looking at. You're looking at a music video starring Christopher Donald Stanton, the world's greatest guitar player ever.
Yeah.
In the history of guitar players, he is with the band Marion Crane, and this is their music video, Chemical Burn, I think This
think.
is chemical burn.
Yep, we're definitely professional
sure.
today.
Super professional. We'll see you next week. We'll see you Friday. We'll see you whenever we see you. Good night. I love you. Brandon, thank you for hanging out with me.
Yeah, buddy.
This is a great setup. I really like this. This is good.
mean,
We're going to do
Just
this.
talking to the air. Talking to the air.
There it is. Okay. With that, goodbye. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.